So guys, we are all familiar with how the leftover royals have treated Harry and Meghan for years. So first they were like, we don't have any money for Meghan, so Meghan should continue acting whatever. That was Charles who said there's no money for Meghan. Second, they told them, hey, there's no money for you, you go earn your keep. So they left, they went to the States, they've been working so hard, making money, they're not taxpayer funded, and they're thriving, doing a wonderful job. And again, William is so rattled with that, because remember, he is the same person. Him and Charles desperately thought that Harry is going to be a failure, and he's going to come running back, crawling, begging for money. But they underestimated Meghan, they underestimated the woman that Harry married, the strength that Harry draws from that woman. They underestimated that woman's power. So now that he is thriving, making so much money, having a great investment portfolio, William is again rattled with it. So apparently now they're shaming him for working hard to earn. The same way they do that to Meghan. Meghan has a business of her own, making money on her own. It's a problem. The same people who told her there's no money for her to go work, she's working, it's a problem. They make a mockery out of it. So Harry is doing the same thing. Instead of that being something that should be celebrated, they're frowning over it, and it's just so disgusting. And you know this is just William, because this is William's minion who's written this pathetic article. Let me just get to it. It's a little bit long, so bear with me. So it's Tom Sykes, that William's minion. When I say Tom Sykes, you already know where I'm going with this. The fact that I don't know why, instead of someone working, it's amazing, right? They're not sitting by mooching off taxpayers. This is their hard-earned money. They can do whatever they want. They can buy whatever they want. They're not bothering nobody. But apparently that itself is a problem. So according to Tom Sykes, and that is aka William, Prince Harry is doing a paid speech because he needs the money. What is so wrong if Harry is doing paid speech to get money? Is he harming anybody? At least with Harry, the money he is getting, he is doing so much good in the world. You have William, who showed up to see Gaza children who are injured with nothing, empty-handed, nothing, knowing that these kids deserve shelter, they deserve school, they deserve therapy, they deserve food. But this man showed up empty-handed. No, he did not even leave a hefty donation. He was just there to give them apparently sympathy and courage, and to admire their courage. We were like, we don't want that. And that's how you know it's performative. That's how you know it's PR. Just desperate to cosplay his brother. So now they're shaming Harry for paying to get speeches. What is wrong with that? If he is paying if he's getting paid to give a speech, what is wrong with that? He is working. He's not sitting around, lazing around, mooching off anyone. Like William and Mumbles, who cannot work a day in their life, who literally don't even know what work is, and they're getting millions of money. So that's okay. And Harry was working hard, that somehow should be shamed. How pathetic. So, and let me see. So here you go. Is it hard to think of a sadder symbol of Prince Harry's slide from global change maker to renter praise than the news that he will on Monday take the stage at a Canadian real estate conference, a pay-to-play gathering designed to hash over Ontario housing policy, zoning permissions, and the intricacies of local supply shortages. His office did not respond to a request asking why he was going. But in the absence of him developing a newfound passion for leasehold reform, it seems reasonable to assume that the Duke of Sussex, who once strode into war zones and whose mother opened the world's eye to the horror of landmines, is keen to make a buck. I hope for this sake he is on a flat fee, not commission, because a $500 can, the equivalent of about $300 a ticket, the event hasn't sold out despite Harry's presence. The way these people stalk Harry, then they say is irrelevant, is honestly so bizarre. So he's written so much. I'm not going to read anything, but let me get to some of the things that he was saying. Is the money coming in no longer matching the money going out? Paid appearances at events like this certainly feed a perception that the Sussexes need cash. A perception reinforced by the fact that the stated credentials of Harry on the ORE Powerhouse website: service, leadership, resilience, creating positive impact, feel like boilerplate corporate mash slathered over a more straightforward transactional arrangement. Harry's allies will always tell you that Harry is happy being a dad of 2 small children, happy in California sunshine, and making plenty of money. Thanks. I'm sure it's all fine. In its way, I'm sure Harry and Meghan can still make more money in the afternoon than I can make in a year. But that doesn't erase the tragedy of Harry and Meghan, which is that they could have been magnificent and they threw it all away for this. They're bitter. They are so bitter. How is Harry broke if he can give out a donation worth $1.3 million? How is Harry broke if he can give out a donation of $500,000 to help kids in Gaza and Ukraine? How is this man broke if he can literally donate $50,000 to feed people? How is this man broke? So they are pissed because they want Harry to be broke. They want to find any loophole to attack Harry, to prove to people that they failed outside the farm. So they need to go back to the farm, and it's not happening. So they're shaming Harry for making appearances and he's getting paid. Like, I'm proud that Harry is getting paid. I'll be pissed if he's not getting paid. He's a prince and he's amazing. He has so much knowledge. He's just charming. He needs that. Like, he deserves every penny. If he's getting paid, I hope he's getting paid way more. So they are, and I like that Tom Sykes acknowledges that he cannot make money. Like, Harry and Meghan make more money in a minute than he can ever make in his whole entire life. That's something I love that he was honest about it. So this is William's mouthpiece worried about, again, Harry and Meghan's pockets. Why are you not worried about the people who are taxpayer funded and do not do anything, yet you give them millions and millions of money? But you're worried about Harry and Meghan? They live in a mansion, a very stunning, beautiful home in Montecito, which, by the way, it has William and Kate in a chokehold. They're trying to compete by changing homes here and there, thinking they can make a home like Harry and Meghan's. If Harry is broke and then he donates $1.3 million to help people in need, if you call that broke, then I want to be broke. If Harry was broke, will he be doing that? And I love that Harry is working and he's so hardworking. He is so hardworking, and yes, he deserves to be paid every penny because he does an amazing job. So you shaming Harry is not going to do anything. And I love how the internet shut that down. It shut him down. Like, what are you saying? This is William, who desperately wants to prove to the public that my brother is not doing as good as, he's claiming. Like, he is broke. He's just scared to come back. Because remember, William, even though he does not want to admit it, he needs Harry. He's scared of how his reign is going to be like without Harry. Because for a long time, he's been using Harry as scapegoat. Now that Harry is not there, he is on his own. He cannot blame Harry for anything. The leftover royals and the UK media, they're also pissed because they're like, we need to bring Harry in whichever way back, with whichever means possible. Because William, they know, is a shitty person and they need Harry to make him look good. So Harry does the work, William takes the credit. And now they're finding everything, every loophole, whatever, to claim that Harry is miserable and that he should come back home. Because apparently him being a prince and being back in the UK is way better than him living a beautiful life, happy in Montecito. Harry is a veteran. He's still doing veteran duties in Canada, in Ukraine. He's still that. He has not stopped. So whether he is in the UK or whatever, he's still doing that. It does not matter which country he lives on. He's amazing, he's fantastic, he's phenomenal, and that's why we love him, and he deserves every penny. So shaming him for working is pathetic, is disgusting, and you need to get a life. And no wonder you're broke, no wonder you're making tons of videos on YouTube, because you need to. And again, you're attacking people who make way more in a minute than you could ever make in your entire life. How pathetic. So here's some of the comments. So you have, Danny says, so what? Notice none of these jump up so-called media outlets never have anything to say about all the other things Harry and Meghan Sussex do, like helping charities and supporting good causes. Prince Harry is a patron of Wild Child Charity. This is reposted from Wild Child Charity Instagram account. Arol says, like every responsible adult, not freeloading off taxpayers. Praise and wait. Didn't Harry and Meghan say in their exit statement that one of their aims is to work in order to be financially independent? What did they think that meant? Plus says, this Sykes guy owes himself or William for a lot less. Elizabeth says, and what if he does? He ain't got bills to pay. Why are they always pocket watching Harry and Meghan? They're so miserable. Pamela, yes, he needs money. You know, people don't go on vacations, use private jets, take their kids to AI schools, wear top clothes, eat and drink until they pass out, have free housing and free security by sitting around all day, scratching their, I don't know what there's, no, they go out to earn money and not rely on welfare. Money, I hate the royalist fallacy that earning a living and dedication to service are mutually exclusive. Mark says there's nothing wrong with that. What may hurt royal experts is that there are people who want to pay Prince Harry to get him to speak. Or he is just an advocate for these organizations. These trolls really don't have anything else to do. Joe, earning his own money rather than sponging off the taxpayer, good for him. Joe's, that means working to earn a living like people do. Snarky, that's what you call a real man with good work ethics. He is not leeching from the taxpayers. Tracy, earning a living unlike the other roles, supporting his wife and children unlike the other roles, paying his own way in life. Lore, at least our Prince Harry is working for a living and not relying on financially struggling people to support him, which cannot be said about other members of his extended family. Mary, he actually works for a living and supports his family, which is what normal people do, as opposed to glorified civil servants living in palaces at taxpayers' expense and spend luxury holidays abroad on a whim. Zoe, of course he needs money. He has 2 children to feed, bills to pay like the rest of normal people who are not on welfare like that rotten family. Tom Sykes is really deranged. Fred, some people need to work. Tell William and Kate, who never earned a dime and live on magic money. T, Harry is near $1 trillion with Travelist. That's how important he is. So, Asmat says, well, you lot harped on about earning his own money for years, and now that he is, you're still not happy? Jeez, what hypocrites. You just keep paying for the rich royal family. Keep trolling. So guys, there you have it. Let me know what you think about this. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miraj and I'll see you in the next one.